also a lot of mood spirit going on in the preparation. At the pre-moods we mentioned that yesterday, we had one team which was coached internationally, and I really encourage you, those of you who have been participated, have formed friendship, to use modern communications to help teams in areas which are not as privileged as other areas of the world. But after 1 week, it's now in particular time to say thank you before we come to the awards. A very big thank you goes to our organizing team. They're not yet there, okay, we thank them later. They still have to work. The second big thank you goes to all the arbitrators who have come to Vienna, have supported the teams before, have taken the time, have given feedback, and we really appreciate your support. Without the support, that the mood wouldn't work. It's a student event, but without you, it wouldn't work. So thank you very much. We thank our numerous sponsors which made that event possible. You pay a contribution, but when I took over with my two colleagues the venture here, I realized I thought I was taking over Mood. It's like a small company. And that only works because we have all the sponsors, but it also only works because we have the support of the University of Vienna. We have the support of Doda and Baker McKenzie, which graciously give us their rooms. And what I've heard so far, you took our reminder at the opening ceremony serious. There was no complaints. That looks very good that next year we have the rooms again. So thank you to the students as well. Then, a number of you wouldn't be here without Ancetral. Ancetral is sending all these letters to you, helping you with the administration of coming here, and without the work of Ancetral, it wouldn't be possible. So Cyril, thank you very much on behalf of the mood organizers to Ancetral. Those who coach a team next year, please apply for visas very early. Ancetral is happy to help you, is particularly happy to help you already early in the year, not last moment when they had 2,000 people applying at the same time. And also thank you very much to all the Austrian law firms which have hosted events, which for some of the mood organizers were the only time when they got proper food. But also all the arbitrators enjoyed that quite a lot, and we really appreciate that as well. Thank you very much. And the whole mood wouldn't be there without the idea of Eric. Eric, on behalf of all students, all coaches and all arbitrators, I thank you very much for this wonderful idea to invent, manage the mood for so long, and that we have 300 teams here today is primary, or nearly 300 teams, is primary due to you. Thank you very much. Last but not least, my special thank you to all the students who came here, who spent the last 6 months of their life basically avoiding socializing with other friends and working on the problem. We appreciate that. We hope you had a good time here. And special thanks also to the two teams which presented us a wonderful final. That was in principle the only mood meeting I've seen. I saw the problem was covered from the beginning to the end. Also thanks to the tribunal. And I would now invite the chairman of the tribunal and the two wingmen of the tribunal to come up here and, in deviation from the ordinary rules, already to announce the team which prevailed now, because unfortunately planes are not taking into account that moot arbitrators have to stay a little longer. So please come up.
Ladies and gentlemen, my apologies for this somewhat earlier intrusion into the afternoon than perhaps you might have expected, but I fear I have to catch a plane to go and do a proper arbitration somewhere else. For those of my colleagues who've heard this old story before, forgive me, but it is not altogether inapposite here. In days before email, in days before telex, there was a thing called the telegram. And there was an exchange between the eminent British playwright, writer, George Bernard Shaw, and his sometime friend, sometime enemy, Mr. Winston Churchill. It was very short, it went along these lines, this exchange. First night of new play tonight, stop. Please come, stop. Bring a friend, stop. If you have one, stop. Back came the answer by return telegram from Churchill. Can't possibly do first night, stop. Could do second, stop. If there is one, stop. Now, there will be no second night for this tribunal, but I did bring two friends. It has been a pleasure to work with Pilar and Bosco. It's been a pleasure to have the privilege of chairing this final. The last time I took part in one of these great events was when a man called Michael Hellering was still the General Counsel of the AAA and was kind enough to take me on board as a wingman more years ago than I care to remember. Some may say I've not learned much in the meantime. But in any event, we enjoyed that debate. We heard all of you and all of your arguments, despite the sound, which I gather is perfect down here, but up there you get it in triplicate in the same sentence, which makes it very difficult, remarkably difficult for any oralist, and quite difficult for us. So already that was an obstacle that they had to overcome, quite apart from the fact that appearing up there in front of a crowd this size is not exactly easy on the nerves. So our congratulations to all four of you. We had to make a decision at the end of the day. We have reached a decision, and we give the final to the University of Ottawa. And we would certainly like to show our appreciation to SMU from Singapore. So would that team too please come up?
делать?
Игоря будет. Игорь, хорошо.
Да.
Самый высокий автомат.
Да, есть. Я ногу твои сфотографировал, проходил.
Сердечко от напряжения.
Регулярно.
Что, распалась на маленькую?
Чуть больше.